How did Sulla inspire Caesar? In this video, I will show you Sulla's entire life story. You may know Sulla from his march on Rome, an event which gave Sulla absolute power and inspired Caesar. But what was his entire story? We will begin with his youth. Lucius Cornelius Sulla comes from branch of Roman patrician family, the Cornelii. He was born in year 138 BC. His mother died when he was young. His father then married a rich woman, but Lucius Cornelius, Sulla's father, did not leave him much finances, so Sulla grew up between plebeians. But thanks to this, he learned Greek, which was a symbol of intelligence. Sulla also got finances in his youth, thanks to inheritance from his stepmother. In year 107 BC, he gained his first political appointment, and he became quaestor. He was appointed to army of Gaius Marius, uncle of Gaius Julius Caesar, who was at war with the North African king of Numidia, Jugurtha. In this war, Sulla gained a lot of experience on how to lead wars. Jugurtha and Sulla then began peace talks. The war ended in year 106 BC. Because of this, he usurped the victory. Meanwhile, on northern borders of the Republic, much bigger danger arose. In year 104 BC, Cimbrian War began. Two Germanic tribes of Cimbrians and Teutons began migrating from modern-day Denmark into south. The tribes managed to defeat Romans at the Battle of Arausio. In this critical situation, two armies were formed, one under Marius and the second one under Quintus Sultanius Catulus. Sulla at first served under Marius, but then he joined Catulus. Marius then managed to defeat the Teutons, and Catulus, together with Sulla, defeated the Cimbrians in the Battle of Vercallae. The war ended in year 101 BC. Sulla then returned to Rome in 98 BC, where he tried to become praetor, but he managed to get this position on second attempt. He then became propraetor of province Kilikia, where he made Roman power stronger. He then intervened in Cappadocia, where he defeated Mithridatic VI, who managed to take control over the Cappadocia. In Cappadocia, he also met a Parthian envoy, which was first official contact between Romans and Parthians. He also got a prophecy that he will die on height of his power. In this time, he gained a lot of wealth, but he went into dispute with Gaius Marius. But until this dispute could expand, a new and bigger problem arose. Social war began. In this war, people on Apennine Peninsula, mainly Samnites, wanted Roman citizenship, but the Romans did not give it to them, so they risen up. But they were defeated, mainly thanks to Sulla, who gained in this war Corona Graminea, which was biggest Roman military medal. In year 89 BC, he became consul. He also married Caecilii Metellus Dalmaticus, who came from family which is enemy to Gaius Marius. After Sulla became consul, there was a sortition of who will lead the army against Mithridatic VI, who attacked the eastern provinces. Sulla was sorted to lead this army, but Gaius Marius wanted to lead this army, so he instigated a riot in Rome, and Marius voted himself as a leader of the army, which went into war with Mithridatic VI. But Sulla fled from Rome to the army and marched the army into Rome. This was an unprecedented event, but it helped to stabilize the situation in the city. Gaius Marius died shortly after, but new enemy of Sulla arose. This was Lucius Cornelius Cinna, who managed to take control of Rome. After Sulla left to war with Mithridates VI. After Sulla landed in Greece, which was mostly controlled by Mithridates, he swiftly managed to take control of Greece, but he had to besiege Athens. This siege lasted for almost a year, and the Athenians were defeated and they were decimated. Cinna then sent from Rome 2 legions, which went to Asia, but those legions rebelled against their leader and got a new one. Meanwhile, leader of Athens, Archaelos, went to battle with Sulla, but he lost and fled. When Sulla moved to Asia, he assembled new army, but was defeated again. Sulla and Mithridates then made a peace, because Sulla needed to get back into Rome. At this time, Cinna was killed by his people, and a civil war began between Optimates, Sulla's faction, and Populares, faction of Cinna and Marius. 2 new consuls were elected, and they were going to attack Sulla, but one army was defeated and the second one defected. Marcus Licinius Crassus and Gnaeus Pompeius joined Sulla. The leaders of Populares' army became Carbo and Marius' son. Carbo was attacked and then encircled by Pompeius, and young Marius was besieged in Praeneste. Sulla then moved towards Rome, where Sulla won in a battle of Colinian Gate, and after that battle he became undisputed lord of Rome. Marius meanwhile committed suicide. Sulla then became dictator of Rome and began proscriptions, which took property of Sulla's enemies, and they could be killed for 12,000 denarii. The property of others was given to Sulla's people, and Crassus gained at this time enormous wealth. Even Gaius Julius Caesar had to be proscripted, but he managed to flee the proscriptions. Proscriptions ended in the middle of year 81 BC, and almost 9,000 people and a big part of Roman aristocracy were dead. At this time, he mainly secured his power, created many more laws, reformed many things, and got the cognomen Felix, meaning lucky. He then surprised everyone by giving up his power as dictator, and he went to Puteoli, where he was writing his memoirs, and he lived it up. He died 2 years later, and he had a great funeral. This is all. If you like this video, you can give a like, subscribe, and join my Discord server. Link is in description. Salvete.